Welcome. Starting this video, we're going to learn about Spring Data MongoDB. This series will contain the brief introduction to MongoDB, how we can install it, how we can connect our Spring Boot application to the database, and types of queries that can be used with this. So in this video, we will cover a very brief introduction of Mongo. So let's start. So the first question which arises in our minds is that what is MongoDB? So basically, it is a NoSQL database program. Now there are two terms which you need to focus here. First is NoSQL, and second is database. I'm sure you all know what a database is. But still I'll try to explain it a little bit. So in any application, whether it is a Spring Boot application or a Java application, a lot of data is generated. This data can be user information, products data, student records, or any type of data. If we keep it at application level only, and suppose our system gets crashed, then all of this data will be lost. To prevent that, we use a database. Database acts as a permanent memory where all the data generated by the application can be stored. And when we need it, we can simply retrieve it back from the database and use it. Now let's talk about the NoSQL. NoSQL means not only structured query language. So basically the data which we store inside the database can be of two types. Either it can be a structured data or it can be a non-structured data. Structured data is stored inside a relational database such as MySQL or Postgres database, and stores the data in a tabular way with rows and columns. But NoSQL is unstructured data, which means it is non-tabular database, which means data is not stored inside tables, and hence it does not have rows and columns. Then the question is how the data is stored. So NoSQL uses key-value pair-based formats, such as JSON, XML, maps, and graphs. If we talk about Mongo, then it uses JSON format. Now let's compare this format with the relational database format. Suppose we need to store data of an employee in the department he works for, then in relational database, we could do something like this. Here you can see, I have two tables, one is employee and another is department, and the employee VKS works in department 101, which is tech department. Now if this data needs to stored in JSON format, then it will look something like this. Here all the tabular data is converted into key-value pairs, and department data is inside employee document as a nested JSON. We could also store the same data like this. Here we have separated the employee and department documents, and department document is actually a list of multiple departments. Here are some of the important terminology that you can learn. You can pause the video here and take a look. So this was a small introduction for MongoDB. In the next video, we will be installing the Mongo database, Mongo Compass, and other database tools required for creating our web application. Thank you for watching.